We are back for another long overdue garden update. As you can see, there's not as much going on. It's February 25th, about 3.5 months since my last video on November 7th, I believe it was. And, you know, it's, I guess, midwinter, but basically late winter coming into spring pretty quickly here for us. So I'm just going to give you an update as things start to wake up. We'll start on this side today. Our passion fruit trellis vine is getting pretty thick. Need to kind of tame that and train it a little bit. Here's those onions I planted in the last video. They were just seedlings back then. They're getting pretty big. Yeah. I think we'll have onions. There's a lot of them. Last time we had some cauliflower and broccoli and cabbage and things like that growing back here and other places in the garden. Those are all gone now. We got some really good harvests on those. Some huge cauliflower, really big cabbage, really big broccoli. It was great. These artichokes are getting insanely big. Last time they were just barely seedlings. And I mean, I'm expecting to see some artichokes tower out of there at some point. I don't know. The avocado is looking great. It is now flowering. These have just started to open over the last week or so. I actually tried a trick where you spray the flowers with honey to attract bees, because usually the bees don't like the avocado flowers very much. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see. You can see there's one that's open right there. There's a good amount of them. We've actually been tasting the avocados. Usually you would wait until March or April, but I couldn't wait. So I've been harvesting one every 2 weeks. I harvested one in mid-January, beginning of February, and then mid-February. We've eaten 2 so far. The third one should be ready pretty soon. We lost one to rats, but I think we're gonna have more than 20. That's, I think, still the biggest one. I'll wait until March or April for that one, so it's actually good. But been trying some of the smaller ones. The trees have no leaves because they're deciduous. So here's our apple. This one's waking up the most of any of them. We have the golden Dorset, the Anna, and then the Fuji. The Fuji is not woken up yet. But yeah, some nice blooms going on here. Also planted garlic for the first time this year. I ordered way too much garlic, and I ended up planting like 150 or 175 cloves that will each turn into a head of garlic. Here's our pear. Really tying those down. I ended up not doing that for quite a while. I just ended up tying these down a couple weeks ago. Maybe more than that. And then I tightened them up by wrapping the string around these branches just to get them even tighter. I didn't want to do it all at once. Here's our peach. Didn't really need to do a ton of pruning on the peach. It kind of grew perfect. I mean, definitely pruned it, but not as much as these 3 guys, which have been pruned even more since last time. This is the nectarine, and actually these 3 all just bloomed for the very first time today. So I thought, what better time to do an update. So there's the first nectarine bloom. Here's the apricot. I really like the look of this apricot tree. This one's really starting to wake up. Where was there bloom on this one? I thought there was, but you can see. Like those will be open tomorrow. I swear there was one on here. Can't see it. Oh, there it is. Actually, there's 2. 1, 2. And then the plum. This has technically bloomed, although only this little small one right there. I don't think the rest of them are very close to getting there, but we'll see. This area finally dug out all the dirt. I think I'm gonna basically build another raised bed in this whole area and fill it with better soil for the avocado, and that'll go there. All right, the peppers. I chopped these all down a month or two ago. I'm waiting to transplant them. I'm gonna overwinter them. I'll probably chop them down more. I did the same with these 3 eggplants. So instead of having to start from seed, I'll just start from plants, overwintering them. The basil, we ended up having a huge pesto day. I don't think it's dead though. Pineapple guava, looking good, still hasn't flowered. White sapote, still annoying. I chopped off like 2 feet off the top to try to get it to branch out. I don't know. I don't really like, it's annoying, but we'll see. Here's the main garlic bed. This was planted a couple weeks prior to that other stuff. Looking really nice. Maybe looking slightly yellow, not as green as I'd like. I'm gonna give it some more fertilizer. This is Swiss chard left over from the last planting. And then we've just got a bunch of new stuff going in here. Some green onions, some beets, carrots, what are those called? Radish. More onions, which I planted last time. Some more beets, some bok choy, some, what is that? Kohlrabi. That's purple kohlrabi, white kohlrabi, broccolini, you can see. Never grown broccolini before, but it's starting to come in. And that's a Romanesco. The pea wall. Those were planted last time. Getting a lot of peas. We did like one of these like thin, I kind of like to call them stir fry peas, I guess. And then your more traditional snap peas. Got some more bok choy, some lettuces, more lettuce, like a butterhead, a romaine, a kale. Didn't really get, all this is grown from seed. The kale didn't germinate very well. More green onion, some new arugula, more onions. These are the red onions. You can see only a handful of those. And then the madness that is the nursery. So I guess real quick, our fake little Christmas tree, some more seedlings ready to go on the ground, like a red bunching green onion, which should be interesting. Some red cabbage, some regular cabbage, some Napa cabbage, more lettuce ready to go in, a couple more cauliflowers, and broccoli. Ooh, this is exciting. I got 6 citrus trees. So cool. Meyer lemon, a lime, a Caracara orange, and basically 3 different types of like tangerines or mandarins or whatever you want to call them. I have one more on my wish list, but that's gonna be it. Only 7. All of our blueberries are looking really good. These are like fully blooming, fully putting on fruit. Basically all of them are blooming right now, earlier than I would have expected. There's even still leaves on here from last season. I thought they lose all their leaves, but I'm not sure. Like that one did. But yeah, you can see even one right there, ready to eat. The guava, these did end up ripening up. They were the strawberry guava. They were good. They were very seedy though, but that's okay. The 1, 2, 3 grapevines went dormant, lost all their leaves. I mean, basically most of the things down here did. And then I chopped them back quite a bit, and this one is already starting to leaf out again very quickly. Most of the figs just starting to wake up. The dragon fruit is doing pretty good. I'm now starting to train them upwards. But I mean, look at this one. I didn't realize how big that grew. It's crazy. Yeah, so we're just kind of waking up. Here's the Prime Arc blackberry starting to grow right there. This is the boysenberry and the olaberry just starting to wake up there. Actually, this blackberry flowered already. There's more right there. This is the one that did really well. It's like a smaller container variety. The lemon guava, we ended up getting some good harvests off of. I think I prefer the lemon guava over the strawberry. A little bit bigger, so even though it's still seedy, it's more flesh. And still a couple of fruit hanging on there. Let's see, more figs. This is the branchiest fig I have. Most of them just grew like straight up one or two main things, but this one is branching, so I like that. The Pinkerton avocado is what they call precocious. Basically means it grows very fast. And as you can see, it just wants to set fruit already, and it's only like a year old. I will be pinching off all of these flowers and not letting it set fruit this year. Probably next year. I need to get these potted up. I'm super behind on getting everything potted. Planning to make my own soil mix and having a hard time getting one of the ingredients. But I really need to pot everything up. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm excited. And yeah, I mean, most things still haven't fully woken up yet. Haven't grown leaves yet. So we're just kind of waiting for that to happen. Not much going on in the backyard, except basically I ripped everything out. The only thing that's still standing out there is the nectarine tree that was here when we first moved in, and I think I'm going to dig that up as well. So starting from scratch in the front yard, eventually planning to grow these citrus in large pots out there. One of the avocados will go there, and I don't know, I have a lot of room to work with out there. Still really trying to get that tree trimmed. It was supposed to happen last week. It didn't. I might even just pay to have it taken out. I want to get rid of it so bad. Anyway, wanted to show you how things are going here in late winter, basically early spring for us here in Southern California. We're getting excited. Oh, one last thing I didn't show. These are our very first tomatoes. Well, actually, this one right here was a volunteer that grew from a fruit that fell and seeded last year, but these are our first grown from seed tomatoes. I got these started really early. I might even like clone more plants off of these, but we can get started early here. Anyway, I'll probably be back to show you guys more sooner than 3.5 months like I did this time, because it'll be more exciting. I'll probably see you guys in like 6 weeks or something. Thanks for watching. Bye.